today. In other news, officials at the Pacific Nuclear Research Facility have denied the rumor that a case of missing plutonium was in fact stolen from their vault 2 weeks ago. A Libyan terrorist group had claimed responsibility for the alleged theft.
Hey, Einstein, where's the dot, boy? Huh?
As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. FANHOME, Build the Back to the Future DeLorean, part 40. In this video, we'll be completing issue 66 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. As always, with every build it comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for issue 66. So let's have a look inside the magazine. So we've got some cable work, springs and lots of little things going on there. And then we've got our step-by-step instructions. So we'll seem to be concentrating on the inside of the car, on the roof on the inside of the car. More step-by-step instructions. Marty goes west. Work had been underway on the set of Back to the Future 3 for some time. Now it was time for shooting to start. A letter from Doc, yeah, 1885, and then we get a glimpse of. Not a glimpse, a preview of issue 67. Looks like it's the interior door. Yeah, and then it just shows you what it's color coded, the cables, just to show you the difference. So what I like to do is just like to make sure we've got everything that it says we have here in here. So let's just get a couple of cables now. Let me just separate them. There's a white one and an orange one. And we've got some more small components. Bag of screws, and then finally some more. It's got some tabs. I've got some little bags of components with tabs, smaller tabs. Quite fiddly, I think this is going to be, but we'll soon see. So we've got orange cable, the white cable, then we got left and right door locks there and there. We have I think a lot of the stuff's in here. So it says we've got a couple of pins. We have 4. Yep. We've got 4 tabs. We've got 4 springs, although I can't really see how many are in there. And so there's probably about 4 springs in there. Then we've got 4 door catches, and we've got 4 larger tabs, and we've got our AM screws. So yeah, where's AM? Yeah, so we've got everything that it says that we should have. So we've got our screwdrivers, we've got our screws, we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. This section I brought the frame back again. So what we've got to do is we've got to turn it over like that. And the area we're going to be working on is here. Let's just zoom into that section there. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to get these latches, these 4 latches. And we need 4 springs. I don't really like springs because they spring away when you try and do things with them. So let's just get this out. So there should be 4 springs here, but they seem to be tangled around each other. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got my 4 springs. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't see them. So what we've got to do is we've got to get these, what are these called? Catches, door catches there, you see. And if you can see there, it's got like a pin there, and the spring goes over the pin and then it drops in. I'm not sure which way round it goes. Let's see. Yeah, there is only one way it goes. So it goes in there like that. Somehow. Yeah, it just goes in like that, and then you pull the spring back, which is easier said than done. See if you can just use a screwdriver to pull the spring back. Yeah, that's not exactly what I was looking for. Let me just. Yeah, that's the first one in, with the spring inside. And it is going to spring out, that's why you need to use the tabs, these larger tabs here, to hold that in place, which sits over the top there like that, and it stops the spring from springing out. And we've got to use AM screws. See. get a couple of AM screws out. I'm just going to get my weight and hold that in place so it doesn't spring out while I load up the screwdriver. I'm going to have to stand up for this section. So that spring's come out again, which is not good. Pull the spring back. Right, that's in place. Beyond fiddly. Right. Yeah, we're going to do 4 of these. Just sit down. I think it's in the hole. I think. Nope. Yeah, it's really fiddly. Hoping that's going in. I think it is. There. See, there it's there. There it is. There's the tab and there's the 2 screws. So so I'll come back because we'll have all 4 done. As you can see, so that's the one I got in there. This tab here and this part and spring. Just tighten this up. unscrew this a second. They're not positioned exactly where they're supposed to go, I think. Let's check. Yep, they're in the right place. Screw that back in. Yeah, so I got this one done. Yeah, just slide it. Got this one done. This one, and this one. So the next thing we've got to do is got to flip the car over again. Oh, the car's getting heavy. The frame's getting very heavy. Slide it down there. So the next big thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be concentrating on these locks here. I'm probably going to have to put it on its side, like that. Like that. Yeah. Just use the bonnet to kind of prop it up like that on its side. So we're concentrating on this section here. So this is the lock, part of the lock. So this little piece just goes in there. Going to help it go in its place with this screwdriver. It pushes through there like that. Next thing we've got to do is get the door lock. This is the left sided door lock, and it's got a location lug and a screw hole. So I just need to sit it. Let's turn it around. Like that. Yeah. So that's where it's supposed to be. And it's held in place with a AM screw. Sorry, I left the fan on. Yeah, so that's held in place with an AM screw. I didn't realise the fan was on. Yeah. So I'm just going to put this screw in here. This door lock. Slide it down there a bit so I don't knock the camera. It's so close to the camera it's hard to do without knocking it. Just move these out of the way. It's very difficult to position it so you can see it, that it doesn't, so I don't knock the camera. Like that. That's that door lock done. So we need to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to move things around on the desk. the area we're concentrating on is over here. We can spin the cart around so it gets in shot. So it's this part here. So we need to put this little T-shaped thing inside there. Just make sure it's not really going to be able to see, but I've just put this little T-shape in there. Just need to push it forward. There. So it's sticking out at the end, and it's sticking to my hands and it's falling out. It's very warm and humid and sticky. So let me just try and get this in. Yeah, it's fallen again. Yeah, I'm having a nightmare with this part. It's a tiny little T thing. It fell on the floor, and then it bounced off the desk and fell on the floor again. I had to try and find it. So I'm going to put this lock in place. So then it holds it in place like that. With another AM screw. And once I've screwed that in place, that little tiny T that kept falling on the floor won't be able to drop out. Whoa! I'm gonna have to slide it away from the camera because I can't screw it in without knocking the camera. Yeah, that's better. That's that lock in place. So I've got these couple of screws out. I'm just checking to see if they are the same as these ones. No. So I won't be putting them in there. Yep. I was supposed to pass a cable through it before I screwed it in place. Let me just unscrew it. I was rushing ahead with the instructions and I didn't read it properly. So we've got to pass this. So that's the plug there, and then it's got this big bit at the end. So we've got to pass this plug through here, like that. And then we've got to position this pass this through like that. And we've got to put this orange cable in here inside the lock. and then we pass it through like that. Just making sure I know where the lug and the screw is. Let's get that back in there. It's quite fiddly there. So that's in there now. So we need to spin it around and line it up. Pass the wire through. Let's do that again. Let's just try that in one more time. So that sits in there. A little bit fiddly now to get it all in. Yeah, so I flipped the car over again. We've got the locks in place and the cables through the locks, and then we just pass this cable through. I'll put a tab here and a tab here, so we need to do the same on the other side. So I need to put a screw through the so that's the location lug, and that's the screw. So it's got to pass through these two raised holes, which are there. Get it on there. No. No. Don't like it when the screw does that. It just goes a bit mental. I had the tab in the right position as well. That's a shame. Need to pull that back because I don't want to squash it when I'm pressing down to put this in place. So that's in place there, and then it needs to pass through these two holes here, the last screw. So pass the wires through, put the tab in place like that. If you can drop that, maybe not. Just gonna put the screw on the screwdriver. crazy. Hoping it's over the hole now. There. And these two cables come out of the top here, like that. So I'm going to flip the car over. That. You can see the cables coming out of the back there. Just like that. Two cables coming out of the back. That completes issue 66 of the build. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?